Hi friends, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm here today and I'm going to make something. I'm doing a little meal prep. So this is going to be for me to eat this week, but I was thinking how good this would be come Thanksgiving. So you're going to need you some cranberries, and I've already kind of chopped mine up in the food processor lightly. And then you're going to need some cottage cheese, which is going to be high protein. So that's going to get something in there. Then you're going to need a box of the sugar-free orange gelatin. Now, of course, if you're not sugar-free, you're not worried about that, then just leave that part out, okay? Because this is all customizable depending upon what you want to do. Me, personally, I eat sugar-free and low-carb because I have diabetes, and that's something that keeps my blood sugar healthier. So we're just going to dump this whole container of cottage cheese into a big mixing bowl. Now, honestly, I've got too big of a mixing bowl, but that's because I like to have a lot of room, so I don't slosh it around. Because I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I'm a little bit of a messy cook. So the other thing I thought might be nice to amp it up is a little protein powder. So also, if you're feeding this to people that may not like cottage cheese, then I think you ought to go ahead and just blend up the cottage cheese. That's another step you could do. I'm going to leave it whole because personally I happen to love cottage cheese. I eat it every single day. I hardly go a day without eating it. So I put 1 scoop, and that's the Devotion, and it gets you 30 grams of protein, no, 20 grams of protein in a scoop, and it's 100 calories. So that's not bad at all. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add, actually I think I'm going to mix that up just a little bit first. I like to do it in stages. So we're going to go ahead and mix that in, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my gelatin. So gelatin is so versatile. You can use it in so many things. And you know that this is just the classic cottage cheese dessert. And I'm sure some of y'all have had that at the holidays. I happen to love this. Oh my goodness. You can smell that angel food cake devotion powder. And this is turning a beautiful orange. Can you see that? Oh yes. Doesn't that look pretty? Can't wait to eat this one. This is going to be good. I guarantee you I'm not going to have any left at the end of the week. Sometimes my recipes at the end of the week, if I've made a bunch of them, I'm kind of like, I think I made too much of that one. I get tired of it. But I don't think I'm going to grow tired of this one. So we're going to get all of those cranberries possible out of there. And I know cranberries are so good for you. They're good for your kidneys. They really help keep your urinary tract healthy. So I've always tried to eat cranberries and include them in my diet as much as I can. Fresh cranberries are only available, around this time of the year. I was so excited when I saw them. I think I bought 4 packages just to get started. So, and of course they last really good. You can stick them in the freezer, freeze them for later. Oh, that is looking absolutely beautiful. Now, I think something that I'm going to need to do is probably just to add a little bit of sweetener to this, because I don't really think it's going to be sweet enough. I happen to be out of everything powdered. I have so many liquid sweeteners. We're going to go ahead and use a little bit of the Swerve brown sugar. About 1/4 of a cup in there. That'll give it a good flavor. That'll give it sort of a caramelly taste. I did it last year with my cranberry mixture. I make a fresh cranberry relish and take with me, and sometimes I make cranberry sauce too. And that's so easy. Maybe I'll come back and show you guys how to do that sometimes. All right, folks, that is looking really, really good. Now, the last ingredient we're going to add is we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of Cool Whip, some whipped topping. This doesn't happen to be sugar-free, but there's not a lot of difference in the carb count between sugar-free and this, so we're only using about half the container. You could use a whole container, of course. That's entirely up to you. So, there we go. Now, let's finish mixing this up. It's actually really pretty. It's got the orange gelatin, and it's got the pretty red cranberries. So, there we go, folks. Now, oh, that looks good. That's mixed up really well. Let me get me a spoon. I want to give it a taste. Okay, here we go. Let's see what it tastes like. Mmm. Mmm. You get the crunchiness from the cranberries. You get the smooth and creaminess from everything else. It's high protein. If you have the calories, I would highly recommend going ahead and adding some chopped up walnuts in this or pecans. They would be absolutely fabulous. I'm telling you. So there it is. High protein, low carb, filling, and healthy.